In the book, The Catcher in the Rye, Holden Caulfield remains a fairly complex character. Are there any ways you relate to Holden, and are there any ways you do not relate to Holden?
Well, I don't know. There's definitely been times in my life where I've kind of felt that complexity, that kind of confusion in my life, where that rebellious side has come out at times, but I'd say overall in the end, Holden was kind of a hypocritical character, and I don't know, I like to think that I stick to my word and kind of say what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Are there any ways you do not relate to Holden? Like, for example, he's very hypocritical and he's very sensitive. Or do you agree with that or disagree?
Yeah, like I said before, he was a very hypocritical character, and so there's been times where, yeah, I have gone back on some of the things I said, but overall, that's something that there's other things that I relate to Holden and that kind of side of it.
Definitely. Okay, Holden fails to cope with living with conformity. It's because of this he uses the word phony often to describe people. Do you see yourself as a conformist?
I've definitely struggled with that because, well, the whole idea of conformity just kind of doesn't appeal to me. Something that I've always wanted to do is do something different, do something exciting. And so, at times, yeah, I do conform. But on the other hand, I really do like to challenge myself and try something different.
Yeah, it's definitely hard in a society like today's. Do you see your friends and family dealing with conformity?
It's kind of funny how my family works. It's kind of split. You have my brother and my dad who have lived in Colorado all their life and just kind of conform, and they're perfectly fine with that. And then you have, my mom and I who, she grew up in Mexico and obviously just kind of lives in a different lifestyle, something that isn't kind of the norm. And so I would say it's kind of half and half.
Yeah, definitely. In the book, Holden surrounds himself with a protective shell that keeps others from getting to know him and ensures that he will never again have to deal with the loss of someone close to him. This is a reflection of the loss of his brother Ali that he deeply loved. Have you ever lost someone close to you?
I have, yeah. I've lost my grandfather, who was a huge role model in my life. For a while, I did kind of shut myself off and make myself a bubble, just so I didn't have to deal with that. But the influence of that is something that's definitely changed me.
Did that event change who you are as a person in the long run?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Through better and worse, because at the start of it, I didn't really know how to react because, losing a loved one is such a tough thing that it makes it difficult, but he lived his life as an example for me, and so that kind of changed.
Definitely. At the end of the book, Holden tells the reader, "I sort of miss everyone I was telling you about," suggesting that he has finally grown up and matured, and that his telling of the book were just boyhood memories. In your past 4 years at Regis, have you grown up and matured as an individual? And if you have, how so?
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you, some of the things I used to do as a freshman were downright just stupid.
Yeah,
just immature, very not mature at all. And it took a few teachers to really teach me that discipline, to really show me to kind of grow up and to really just be an adult. Because I'm a senior now. Like, I am an adult. I'm not just a freshman anymore. So I definitely have changed. Definitely grown.
Have your friends and peers matured?
Absolutely.
As you've grown with them?
Absolutely. It's the same kind of thing with them, in that we've kind of all gone along the path together, and so we've all kind of grown together.
Carlos is hot.
Last one. Holden plays himself off to be a ladies' man, yet seems to have trouble interacting with girls. How are you with the ladies?
Well, I'll tell you what. That's actually kind of funny because a couple years ago, I almost held that exact same thing. I thought I was just like a stud with the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not. Sometimes there's those girls that you have trouble talking to, and sometimes.
Do you have any particular take on high school girls, negative or positive?
High school girls in general, I would say that most of them are very nice. Most of them have good intentions. In regards to the girls' division, it's a little different. It's a little skewed.
I agree, man. Alright, thanks you for everything.
Absolutely.